I'm Yasmine Hamdi, author of Spirit of the Wind. Today, I'm going to be doing an author interview and answering questions about my book. The first question is, how did you get the inspiration for your book? I got inspiration for my book mainly by watching documentaries about animals that are becoming extinct and whose homes are being destroyed by humans. I also read a lot of news articles and web pages on how our country's wildlife is degrading slowly but surely. So I thought, what better way to raise awareness about these problems and to show kids that they have the power to help resolve these problems than to write a book about it. The second question is, could you talk a bit about your publication process and experience? First of all, I wrote a query letter, and after sending it out to a lot of agents, I had the feeling that it wasn't good enough, so I revised it a lot. I got help for some suggestions to make it better. I also attended a Writer's Digest webinar that helps critique your query letter, and I sent it out to even more agents. After not getting requests for representation, full or even partial manuscript, I decided to research self-publication, and I learned a lot about it, and I realized that it would be fun to market my own books. I also wanted some publishing experience, so I self-published my book, and it's now available on Amazon's Kindle store. The third question says, if you could jump into the world of your favorite book, who would you be and what would you do? I have a lot of favorite books, but I really love the Divergent, Hunger Games, and Lunar Chronicles series because they take place in the future, and I think it'd be really cool to be there and see how everything looks, and also the characters are just really well developed. I think that being Tristan Divergent, Prim in the Hunger Games, and Peony in the Lunar Chronicles would be really cool because they endure a lot of hardships, but they're also there for their friends, and I think that it's really great in a book. The fourth question is, are you currently working on any projects? I am actually. I'm working on the sequel to Spirit of the Wind. The second book is a continuation of the first, so you'll have to read that one first to understand everything before I can tell you about the second. But the third is actually quite different. It takes place in Tunisia during the revolution, and it talks about the rise of the Arab Spring and what's going on in countries at war today. The fifth question is, what is something that surprises people about you? Well, usually the fact that I published a book, and also I can speak 3 languages. The last question is, if your book were made into a movie, what would the tagline on the poster say? Race the wind in this epic adventure. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you decide to buy Spirit of the Wind and enjoy reading it as much as I enjoyed writing it.